Hello everybody again and welcome to another episode of Stock Talk. I am your host Mike. Cameo is here and there. He could be anywhere. He could be far. He could be driving by car. I don't know what he's doing, but he should be here very shortly, possibly, maybe, or not. The drawing's still in, so get your comments in the comments section. Let us know about your favorite stocks and things that you would pick. If you get the comments in there, you will be entered in for the Chick-fil-A drawing, which should be any day. I just got to put together all the comments and add them all up and put them in there, but we should have it any day there. One of the first stocks we have there on the list is ABUS. ABUS. Last tick was $4.49, 4.4900. Going through the history of this stock there from the 21st, you got the 6-month history here from March 21st all the way to September 21st. Now, interesting enough with this stock, before we go into it, and we'll go to the Alphabet News, check out what we have. But with this one's been treading for the last almost year. For the last half year here, we've been seeing this thing go from, it looks like $3 to the $3.75 range all the way up to $4. Now, we had a bounce on Friday, obviously, and we're going to go in and check out to see what kind of bounce we had and why we had it and what it did. So going into this company, okay, guys, going on the website there, it looks like they're a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company primarily focused on discovering and developing and commercializing a cure for people with chronic hepatitis B. The HBV infection, we're advancing multiple product candidates with distinct mechanisms of the action that we believe the potential to provide a new cure regimen for chronic HBV infection. ABUS also initiated drug discovery and development of effectively treating some coronaviruses. Interesting there. The hepatitis B is a potentially life-threatening liver infection caused by HBV, and HBV can cause chronic infection, which leads to higher risk of death. No liver, well, there goes your processing your toxins, and you're pretty much toast there. From cirrhosis to liver cancer, chronic HBV infections represents a significant unmet medical need. The World Health Organization estimates over 250 million people worldwide suffer from chronic HBV infection, with other estimates of approximately 2 million people in the United States from chronic liver HBV infection. Approximately 900,000 people die every year from complications related to chronic HBV infection. So obviously, guys, the news here is that it will be huge. A little bit here, we're going to go into the information of what they have going on with Moderna. As far, not a partnership, but they got a little winning and a little positivity there, and I'm going to share that with you. But they have on here, with today's current treatment, which includes nucleotides and analogs and pegylated interferon regimens. However, less than 5% of patients are cured by these current treatment options with fine treatment duration. With such low cure rates, most patients have chronic HBV infection required to take NA therapy for the rest of their daily lives. Their focus is the new treatment regimens, which, okay guys, this news comes from Seeking Alpha. It was put out 2 days ago. And this is why we saw some of the popping in the markets and why we saw a jump before when we saw the jump in March 2021. Same similarities, except this time it looks like they closed up to 15%. There's speculation that they won a patent fight against Moderna. Okay, so ABUS may receive a new patent, and the result may be eligible for royalties from Moderna from sales of the COVID-19 vaccine. So that's interesting right there. The U.S. Patent Trademark Office website shows that ABUS was granted notice of allowance of September 2nd for patent covering novel lipid formulations and nucleic acid delivery. In the past, Moderna has unsuccessfully challenged similar patents. Moderna is appealing with validity of those patents with a hearing before federal appellate court October 7th. An article published by Forbes last month's highest prolific scientific papers and regulatory documents indicate that both Moderna's vaccine and Pfizer Biotech's use the delivery system, which is quite similar to what McClellan, who worked with, it looks like Tecmira, which later changed the name to ABUS, created. Okay, guys, so we're going on to Stockwits. That's where the real traders are hanging out there. The chat boards seem pretty interesting, and we're going to go through a lot of them. Some of the chat boards on here, some of the people that they're saying that they're just chatting about as far as that they're pissed off at Moderna because they said they stole their thunder. We're going to dive into these chat boards and see what some of these traders that have been with this company for a while have been saying, and then just to see where you're going to place your trades at and see if you're going to throw some dollar riskies at this thing. We got ABUS. Reason to believe the Kurds. Seems like the deal with Gevinet most likely. Not easy to say, but they shit the bed with this LNP technology. We left in Vancouver all the people who developed it. Sophia Collier, except not LNP experts. Moderna are not LNP experts. Look at the authors of the patents and check where they work now. Unfortunately, we can't invest in Benevolent because I think we'll get the biggest slice of the pie with a 32% of what they had though. Looks like we said owned by insiders. 19% of this stock is owned by insiders. That's from Doc Pharma. Looks like H-Man 62 says change your pick to Ricky and Bobby because if you ain't first, you're last. This is the best ABS forum. Probably post this weekend. Great threads of the info. Great new eyes on the info. We're all here, all the followers are here, and we're checking it out. Great for you guys to post the information, and welcome H-Man. This is where the real traders are, so this is the best board. ABUS games will begin tomorrow, but no worries. As long as you hold the lotto tickets, they'll print them. MMs are filthy and will play silly games starting in the AM. That's Fauci lies there, and he's not joking around there. That's some serious shit there. We've got Judy Woodruff at last question. Dr. Fauci, when do you think you're going to see full FDA approval? Do you really think you're talking to Dr. Fauci? I hope you're not. But they're saying FDA approval of Moderna vaccine for the J&J. Dr. Anthony Fauci. Pfizer prevents the data in very timely way. Moderna is a bit behind on the presentation for the FDA. You got the average volume here is 190, 63.30. That's a good sign. It'll always be nice to have liquid stock. Then you have investor needs to buy a new market for Atrubis Biopharmaceutical. Everyone here's realistic price target. I will have about 420 times the market cap of MNRA when's the deal this run up to an October news of the 7th. So interesting enough there as far as this. I would say, obviously, this is if everything goes through what the news, what they're saying, this is going to be a decent play. It's just what your buy point is. You just got to find your buy point, see where you're going to enter in at, and yes, I think that this is a decent play. It's just where's your buy point as far as where you're getting in. This thing is only with the other things that they do. I would say that you're just. This would just be actually the COVID stuff would actually be bonus points on top of what they're doing already with future studies and things like that. So, okay, guys, the next stock you have is AGGI. AGGI. Last tick was 0.0511. Okay, guys, with this company, going to the website, it looks like obviously they're an oil and natural gas company. That produces U.S. and domestic oil and natural gas for the American consumer. Now, going into this, guys, we want to say with oil and natural gas, they're going to be decent ones because you're only going to see these go up depending on how much the company is actually producing. Now, with natural gas, obviously you could tell that there's probably going to be a run on it again this winter. So if you can get it cheap, I'm not saying last week was the buy point or anything. You got to find your buy point. My buy point is not being when it shows up on a pump and dump list, where it did last week. It was on a pump and dump list. Whether it's going to be pumped and dumped, well, that all depends on the news. So going into this company, they're founded in 1993. Allied Energy Incorporated is an independent oil and gas producer from Petroleum, West Virginia. It's a friendly place to do that type of operation. Allied Energy is owned and operated by 153 oil and gas wells, covered 5,650 acres in Ritchie, Pleasance, and Gilmer counties, and also oil and gas produced since the late 1990s. Okay, guys, so going into the future, like I said, you're going to want to find your buy point as far as when you're getting in on this, exactly when the transition between the fall now and then the winter time, because with them depending on their production and things like that, and what we find out with news coming in the future, that might not be the first time that this pops again. You're going to be seeing this coming on the list again because of seasons changing and things like that with natural gas. All natural gas you want to always get in on the summertime at a good price, and then jump on before winter. So going on to AGGI, looks like potential dip downplay Monday. The last run was followed by the other 2 days, each with 200% gains. So yeah, what basically SPV VCEX is saying is to be careful, because yes, a lot of people are on this and it was being promoted. Now the shorters are getting out, so be careful. Stocks Rockman says, warning, it's going to happen. I know they're planning on an offering, but the float is low and the impact. I wish the timing would be better for me to buy more, but looks like my gains will be marginal. There's a troll on the bid of everything today. He or she is raised the point every time. Ass slapping necessary eventually, but no one else is selling. I say this because there will be news on Monday. I'm guessing they got a license in Singapore, so that's interesting information. That's why we go to Stockwoods all the time, because everybody here does their DD and their research on what they're buying. They will create a. They said I called missed another still time here, believe, but there's absolute bottom. I will create a Stockwoods page so I could buy more. That's hilarious, man. AGGI, no more running upwards. Was it a pump and dump today? Well, yeah, lovely Vicky. Last Friday it was a pump and dump, unfortunately, because it was on the pump and dump list. So you were, if you, hopefully you didn't get caught in anything and on a pump up the gem or anything like that. Easy will hit $2 plus from these levels. AmeriGuard is reversing merging and taking over this ticker. There's been $100 million in revenues, over 500 employees. There are several government contracts worth tens of millions of dollars. So that's an interesting take there. That's from Divino OTC Stocks. Stocks Rockman called it 2 weeks ago on the Discord. Discord server yesterday closed, yada yada. Glad I didn't buy this morning. Yeesh. AGI back again. Let's see here. So that's pretty much it on this one. You know, the best thing I've seen on this one so far, which I'm going to show you, is the old sign that goes, "Pump up the jam, pump it up a little more." So, but when these guys start to dump, find your buy point, like I said, because with all these, any kind of type of company that's oil and natural gas, especially natural gas, if they're doing their production and look at their production, or see who they're merging with, because wherever this stock is going to be, you're going to want to follow, just because when natural gas, any type of energy with natural gas, December, January, February, remember, December, January, February, pick up before. So anyway, I'm out on this one. Okay guys, I'm out till tomorrow, but I've got 5 more next week planned for you to catch up. This was the catch up from last week, so tomorrow we'll have some fresh deals there. Don't make it a dog show, and good night now!